We welcome you with the greetings of peace. Assalamu alaikum. May God's peace be with you. The Islamic Center of Nashville, or known as ICN, is the oldest mosque in Middle Tennessee. The organization was founded in 1978 in an effort to help in the preservation of the spiritual well-being of its members and the Muslim community, as well as to foster a greater and better understanding between Muslims and people of other religious faiths. There were only a handful of Muslim families residing in Nashville in the late 60s and early 70s, including the 2006 Nobel Peace Prize winner Muhammad Yunus. After many years of offering the congregational prayers at Vanderbilt University, including the Black Cultural Center and St. Augustine Chapel, the ICN embarked on a project to open its own place of worship. The ICN raised money from within Nashville and was also blessed when Yusuf Islam, formerly known as the musician Cat Stevens, visited Nashville and generously donated towards this project. By October of 1979, a house was purchased on 12th Avenue South as the first mosque in Middle Tennessee. How befitting for the first mosque in the Music City to be helped founded by a musician as well as the singer of the Peace Train.
Peace train sounding louder, ride on the peace train.
By 1989, the house was demolished and a new structure was built from ground to reflect the traditional style of a mosque. During construction, everyone prayed together at Masjid al-Islam, the second oldest mosque in Middle Tennessee. The ICN has a diverse community representative of over 40 nationalities. During the 90s, the ICN grew in membership as Nashville witnessed a large growth of Kurdish and Somalis. Eventually, several other mosques opened as a result of this growth. Diversity is something highly valued in our faith, as God mentions in the 49th chapter of the Holy Quran, O mankind, we created you from a single male and female, and made you into nations and tribes that you may get to know one another. Also, in the 30th chapter named Rome, God mentions, and among his signs is the creation of the heavens and earth, and the variations in your languages and colors. Verily in that are signs for those who know. And the Prophet Muhammad mentioned in the year of 632, all mankind is from Adam and Eve. An Arab has no superiority over a non-Arab, nor a non-Arab has any superiority over an Arab. Also, a white has no superiority over black, nor a black has any superiority over white. By 1995, the ICN purchased its first Muslim cemetery. During that same year, it also purchased an 11-acre land and started its first full-time school, which is now known as Nashville International Academy, or NIA. The vision of NIA is to become a nationally recognized academy known for the Islamic character, academic excellence, and cultural diversity of its faculty and students. Starting out as portables, by 2009, a brand new state-of-the-art school building was built. The following year, a sportsplex project on the land began to take place. Islam simply means peaceful, willing submission to the will of God. The word Islam is derived from the word salam, which means peace. A Muslim is a person who willingly submits to God and finds peace. One of our most consistent practices is the 5 daily prayers, where we stand before God Almighty and meditate and supplicate to the Creator, keeping a strong connection of love and devotion to the one we owe all our appreciation and thanks to. Part of our mission at ICN is to participate in the general welfare of the society through community service and civic engagement. In 2003 and 2007, the ICN participated and helped sponsor Habitat for Humanity builds. In 2010, the ICN partnered with several other local mosques to hold a fast-a-thon in order to raise money for the Second Harvest Food Bank. The ICN regularly helps in charitable walks, coat drives, soup kitchens, and disaster relief efforts. During the Nashville flood of 2010, we physically and monetarily helped, raising thousands of dollars to help families affected by the flood as well as going out into the community and helping with the cleanup efforts. Every year, ICN holds its International Yard and Bake Sale and donates the proceeds to either local mosque projects or community service and charitable events. All of the 2011 proceeds went towards the flood and tornado victims of the South via the Red Cross. Following the unfortunate fire that destroyed major portions of the Second Presbyterian Church on Belmont Boulevard in the year of 2003, our mosque was given a plaque when the church was rebuilt as a token of appreciation for the kindness and concern shown by ICN during their tragedy. Part of our mission is also to convey comprehensive and accurate information on Islam to the general public. Every week we have school, universities, churches, and other organizations and individuals visiting our mosque for a tour and presentation. Our doors are always open to visitors. Every year we hold several open houses to the community where we invite the general public to come and visit and enjoy our food. We regularly hold exchange visits and dialogues with churches and synagogues and are involved with interfaith work. We feel it to be a very important part of fostering a community that respects and understands each other. Leadership programs are provided for our youth. Our youth look through the lens of being Americans. Our youth every year help out with the Mayor's First Day Festival. Over the past 4 years, the ICN and the Jewish youth have been holding an exchange visit and learning about each other as well as holding dialogues. Also, during the spring of 2011, a Youth Peace Summit was held with our youth along with Christian youth in Swanee. Muslims around the world and here in Nashville feel hurt and frustrated by the many misconceptions and misinformation that lie about Islam. We will share just a few thoughts, and we cordially invite our community to visit us and learn firsthand what our faith actually teaches. We have our Islam 101 Beliefs, Practices, and Misconceptions presentation readily available to present to any group or individual at any time. We always have and will always condemn all acts of violence, injustice, and intolerance, regardless who the perpetrator is and who the innocent victim is. Religious scholars in Islam have issued out the following fatwa or religious edict. Islam strictly condemns religious extremism and the use of violence against innocent lives. There is no justification in Islam for extremism or terrorism. Targeting civilians' life and property through suicide bombings or any other method of attack is haram or forbidden, and those who commit these barbaric acts are criminals, not martyrs. Working towards the protection and safety of the community or the general public is very important to us. As the Prophet Muhammad said, part of a branch of one's faith is to remove something injurious from a path where people could get hurt. Likewise, God has mentioned in the 5th chapter of the Holy Quran, "And if anyone saved a life, it would be as if he saved the life of all mankind." Another terminology that has popped up recently is the word Sharia law. The word Sharia literally means the path or road to a water source, signifying its role in leading one to public welfare in this world and salvation in the hereafter. Basically, these are the guidelines by which a Muslim lives his or her life according to the teachings of the Quran and Sunnah, the way shown by the Prophet Muhammad. These guidelines are similar to the Jewish religious code, the Halakha, and Catholic canon laws. What is recommended and required in the Sharia is basically everything that brings benefit to the individual and to the society, while things that are forbidden in the Sharia are everything that causes harm to the individual and to the society. Obeying the laws of the land is part of what our Sharia teaches.
This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
Thank you for your time. To find out more about us, log on to our website at www.icntn.org.